Hello, hello. Let me know if you can see my screen and let me know if you can hear me. Apparently, I tried to do a stream just now and my XLR cable fell out of my SM7B and I had no idea. 5 minutes into the stream, people were telling me, yo, I don't hear anything. So let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm never going to start another stream without confirming first if you guys can hear me. Alright, loud and clear. Alright, nice. Okay, so, before we dive right into it, remember, follow me on my Twitter at _theartofcrypto, because I'm about to talk about something from the Twitter, and you would have already known this if if you're following the Twitter or if you watched any previous live streams, which is this tweet right here, and we'll go back to that. Right, first, we want to discuss what's happening to Bitcoin on the lower time frame. Because if you guys watched, the streams on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and if you haven't, you really owe it to yourself to watch it. There is so much value out there, and the people who are currently on this live stream will testify to you how much value is in there. But in that live stream, we predicted this dump right here, and this pump right here is not something that it's not something that I'm expecting. And it just goes to testify, hey, false move Mondays. We talked about this, right? False move, and then the real move was the pump. We discussed this on Sunday and Monday. Okay. Tuesdays nothing, but mid-week reversal Wednesday, right? I discussed this on Wednesday, that price is going to reverse on Wednesday. For those of you who haven't watched the stream, make sure you do. I discussed like that episode on Wednesday. It's like a trading course in itself, so watch that. And then today is Irrational FU Wednesday. Irrational FU Fridays, and this is exactly what we're getting right now. So, is there any reason to panic? Well, to kick things off, not really. There's no real reason to panic, really, because if you zoom out onto the higher time frame, which I always like to advise people to do, because a lot of the time you tend to get caught up in what happens on the lower time frames. And like when you start getting lost in a lower time frame, you lose sight of what's really happening. And so whenever you're unsure, right, when in doubt, zoom out. If you come back to the daily chart, there's no reason to panic. That's your level 1, that's your level 2, that's your level 3, that's your level 2, that's your level 3, right? It's beautiful. Conventional wisdom would indicate that we're simply going to go up from here, right? But just because we're getting stuck in a range right now doesn't mean that you should be panicking, right? Like seriously, a range is one of the most fun, easy trading, sort of patterns, right? You short the range tops and you go long on the range lows. It's as simple as that. So you should, if anything, you should be excited that we're in this range right now, which I've talked about repeatedly on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even on Sunday, right? We're just in a macro accumulation range, right? First off, macro, we are in this range. Range high, range low. Currently, we are near the range low. On a lower time frame, if say we go onto the 4-hourly, we're in this range between 45,000 and give or take about 34,000. And currently, we are right at about the mid-range, right? If you draw a fib, that swing low to that swing high, you can see that we're currently at the 0.5, right? So is there reason to panic? No, we're just in a range. And even though we have completed the level 3 sort of formation, right, and fully reset back into the original point of accumulation, there's no reason to, like, there's no, saying that we can't just continue ranging for another couple months before we truly, explode. So until we break out of this range, which is above 45,000 or below, give or take about 30,000, or, more realistically speaking, about 34,000, there's really no reason to panic. And until that happens, you just play the range as it is, which is a range. So, yeah, for those of you wondering if we're going to see a capitulation event, as the title of this stream would suggest, I'd say it's not really likely. Of course, there's always the risk because, you know, to try to figure out if that's going to happen, you know, we have to take a look at the Bitcoin Volatility Index. Currently, it is looking pretty reset. So, you know, from Bitcoin volatility, it is a possibility. So then we have to take a look at some other indicators. You know, for example, we can take a look at the mean reversion channels, which is a tool that I really like to use. So this tool is indicating that we could perhaps see we could see some kind of a, you know, big down move candle back into the 34, 32 range, because that's the way the bottom band is. And to those of you who remembered when I talked about buying Bitcoin here, right? Like, congratulations, man. Like, the 4-hourly mean reversion channel, just brilliant stuff. Like, look at this, right? You hit the bottom band, you hit the top band. You hit the bottom band, you hit the top band. Yeah, trading doesn't get simpler than that. But